that signage makes me want to play carnival music. Doesn't it you, Genzy?
There's plenty of carnival games here.
Yeah, I was going to say, which we stink at.
Well, here is Sakata. It's part of the 2025 California Spring Trials. I'm Chris.
Jen.
And I'm Bill.
And we're covering all the trials up and down the California coast. Here at Sakata, though, they're celebrating, well, two different birthdays slash anniversaries.
We'll talk about this one first. Save the other one for the end.
This one is SunPatiens.
Yep.
Introduced in 2005, right out here in Salinas, California. There are now dozens and dozens of varieties of this amazing sun-loving hybrid interspecific impatiens.
Yeah, it's their most popular plant. Michael said they've sold over 500 million. With a B.
Billion of these things. That must have been a big truck. But two new varieties we're looking at
both
right
in the
here.
compact subseries.
Yep. This one you're looking at right now is Royal Magenta Improved.
And it was improved for flower size and branching. And Michael said when you improve for branching, you also improve for budding as well.
This one was actually off the market for a couple of years. You didn't notice something with the parents. They got new parents and made a better plant.
There you go. And over here, Pink Flash. A really, really nice bicolor, soft pink, which is kind of a color trend we've been seeing out here. So that's Pink Flash, also in the compact series.
There you go. Now, we're going to kind of skip around a bit between new introductions and concepts. A recipe concept that they have, they introduced last year, is called Playlist. Every breeder seems to be doing these recipes, giving folks ideas for how do you combine all the cool genetics. Playlist does that in two different ways.
Types. They have kits, which you can order by name. You can stick them, plant them, finish them the exact same time, same PGR regimes, and then recipes, which as Osvaldo pans over here to the left, you're going to see the recipes, and these include seed items or vegetative items that might time a little bit different.
And they said for the different seasons,
they trialed 500 different combos to come up with these. But you're right, Jen, starting from early spring, and if you notice the color theme changing from spring colors, summer colors, and now the beautiful fall colors. Just zoom right in on Crimson and Clover, Osvaldo, just to give an idea of the song names that they use for every one of these varieties. There's Summer Salsa and Alive and Marrakesh Express, which is a tune that neither of these guys are familiar with, so we're going to have to listen to it in the family truckster out there.
I'd prefer listening to Alive, great Pearl Jam song.
Anyway, a couple of new Coleus we're going to look like.
Which actually is in the Alive mix there.
There you go. These are Party Time Coleus. The top one here is Royal Red. And down below is, can you get to that? Crimson. Probably performed by King Crimson. How about that? Also new
varieties here.
In the other room, they've got a big display of Primula, but it's convenient that the new one they have, which is a
polyanthus
Primula polyanthus type, which puts the flowers up on umbels, almost like a geranium does.
And Michael said it's important to do that because then you get less botrytis that way when the flowers are
on since the flower's not down to the foliage. That's part of the Lighthouse series, and that's Lighthouse Scarlet.
And then the majorettes, which is for their 10-inch basket type Gerbera, but super tight timing across the entire series of 10 colors, 8 to 9 days, and they're all in color.
And this is Orchid Dark Eye. That's the new one.
This one's my favorite over here, guys.
Oh, wait, we got to talk about the Celosia.
Okay.
Yeah, we'll talk about that one first. This is an AAS winner. This is in their popular Flama series. It's a new Celosia Pink. What type is that? I always forget.
Plumosa.
Yeah, Plumosa. Thank you.
And
what
now
we got over here.
We can talk about this one.
How's that
Those
Snapdragon taste?
This should be popcorn Snapdragon. It's champagne Snapdragon.
Well, actually,
but you know
it's candy tops, and the color is champagne.
Right. But if you think about it, you pop the cork on champagne.
Perfect.
So that's maybe why it's like popcorn colored. There you go.
Oh.
But that's some of the new annuals. Let's keep looking around and let's see what else we can find.
You guys care if I knock out a couple laps real quick?
Go for it.
I will give you $20. $20.
Make it 30, I'm in. Riding that roller coaster over to SuperCal's, which is the all-weather petunia, but it's actually a cross between petunias and calibrachoas.
That koa, as somebody technically calls that.
Yeah.
They named him SuperCal.
And Sakata has two series of the SuperCals, the traditional, which is the spreading type, and the premium that is much more mounding. And I think we should take a look at some of these.
This is a traditional, which is the spreading type, and this new one is called Blue-Eyed Rose, which is aptly named. Rose color flower with a nice blue eye.
I said they look lenticular. Like if you like move it around, it looks different every time.
Oh
you
yeah,
look
it's
at
just kind of prismatic. And then next to it, Genzi, this is one of the premiums, which are more compact.
This is Coral Star.
That's a beauty. I hope the color's coming through on that. Another beauty, an improvement.
Yeah, they did improve the yellow sun. Such a nice color.
Right, it's a stronger plant and larger flowers.
Yeah, it was getting swallowed up in combos, so
There
they had
you
to help it out.
There we go.
All right, there's some more new things back around the corner.
All right.
I seen. I think it's a calibrachoa, if I'm not mistaken, young William.
It is.
And since you're closest to them,
I'll take it.
go for it.
We'll go for it. Calipetite is their very small and compact calibrachoa. This is new pink splash, and we were told you really don't need PGRs, but if you happen to want to use them or need them for some sort of environmental reason, to only use gibberellic acid. And let me look at my notes because he said do not use fascination on these. So Calipetite pink splash.
That was a fascinating technical tip.
I tried.
No fascination. That Genzi.
Yeah.
Vegetables.
Vegetables.
Lots of vegetables back over here. Some with fruit that we can show you, like Big Stack bell pepper.
This goes from green to red and matures in 65 to 70 days from transplant.
That's a nice big traditional bell pepper, I think.
Excellent disease resistance.
Next to it, not new, I don't think, but a great eggplant right here. Usually I pick tomatoes. I've never picked an eggplant and eaten it in a trial before.
What you're looking at here is a new cauliflower called Amethyst. It's a purple cauliflower, earlier than other purple cauliflower, they say. Here, we're just gonna kind of bebop around because there's not a lot of fruits, but they've got new tomatoes, new bell peppers. They have a new pak choi called King Choi here. And then here's the broccoli. They've got a couple new broccolis, Appalachian and Purple Magic, which is an AAS winner. And then the last thing is this new squash down here called Thriller. It's actually pretty cool. It's like a yellow and green striped speckled variety. It's also AAS winner.
You know what the takeaway is here, Genzi?
What is it?
Sakata has a lot of vegetables.
They do have a lot of vegetables. Are you hungry?
Always. There's a tomato. But guys, we can't be at Sakata, world famous for pansies, and not talk about pansies.
Well, these are violas.
Well, violas then. Talk about violas.
We'll talk about the Cool Water Mix, which is a Color Max Viola mix. And there are 4 colors in it. Absolutely beautiful. With a little bit of cypress in the middle.
I'll give it some oomph.
Yeah, a little bit of height.
Mm-hmm.
All right. All right, if we're talking pansies, how about...
these are violas.
Violas. How about these tiny pansies? Color Max Viola Lavender Flash. A beautiful, beautiful
large flowers
blend of colors
that don't
there.
stretch, so they look nice in trays on racks.
Those are beautiful shipping carts
and then
full of
one more
violas.
The Harvest Mix, which is another Color Max mix, and obviously putting together fall colors.
And now, going from viola to pansy.
We're finally in the pansies.
Well, there's a mix, the Enchanted mix is actually the first, well, you called it what,
Intergeneric mix, which is really just a way of saying it's 2 pansies and a viola.
Yeah.
Because the viola worked so well in the mix, kind of filling in between the pansies.
That's right.
Gotcha, I gotcha. It's
Get
a
it?
cool idea. Well, can I explain why I have pansies on the mind right now? Well, they're celebrating a special anniversary here at Sakata. The 60th birthday of the world's first F1 hybrid pansy. It is none other than the great, the amazing, the majestic giants. Everybody knows this series of pansies. It's one of the top recognized plant names out there among gardeners, majestic giants. There is no bigger pansy flower in the market. You might find a couple of one-offs somewhere. They're not going to hold up like majestic giants do. No new introductions in these, but who needs it when you've got so many beautiful colors? And 60 years old. I was 5 years old when they was introduced.
Yeah,
probably when I was 5, I was out gardening with them. Truth be told.
More in your time frame than the 80s that we saw yesterday.
Yeah.
Pretty much so. Pretty much so. So I'm just going to hang here with my brethren, the baby boomer. Well, they're just about Gen X when you think about it.
Nah.
65. Yeah, these are your age.
They're not. They're not.
Anyway,
not even close.
on that happy note, me and my elderly friends are going to sign off here from the 2025 California Spring Trials. Can I get you a wheelchair? Or
Excuse me, who was looking at a train earlier like an old man? That'd have been you.
That was cool. The graffiti was amazing on it. Reminded me of a Pentas series I once knew.
Call the home.